In recent years, as in the past, the Dalai Lama has been the spiritual leader of Tibetan people. The actual title DalaiLama refers to a lineage of religious leaders of the Gulug school of Tibetan Buddhism. The word Lama refers to teacher, making the Dalai Lama the highest spiritual authority in Tibetan Buddhism. The 14th Dalai Lama was born into a peasant family in a small northeastern village in Tibet. His holiness was recognized at the age of 2 as the reincarnation of his predecessor, the 13th Dalai Lama. In Tibetan Buddhist tradition, it is believed that the Dalai Lama has been reincarnated to alleviate suffering and to offer compassion. Thus, from an early age, the Dalai Lama was groomed to be a spiritual and political leader of the Tibetan people. In 1950, the Chinese army invaded Tibet, claiming the land as their own. They began to degenerate the Tibetan culture and religion. Despite many attempted negotiations and nonviolent protests, the Dalai Lama was forced to flee to Dharamsala, India in 1959. There, the Dalai Lama, along with thousands of followers, set up the Tibetan government in exile. By 1965, China's so-called Cultural Revolution had destroyed 90% of Tibetan monasteries, which were the center of Tibetan life, and outlawed Tibetan culture, customs, and religion. Before the communist invasion, Tibet was home to more than 6,000 monks. Today, only 600 monks remain, their lives tightly controlled by the Communist Party. Despite his current exile from the Chinese-controlled Tibet, the Dalai Lama has continued to be an advocate for the preservation of Tibetan culture. Within the past 20 years, his focus has been the establishment of educational, religious, and cultural institutions. These efforts have had a major impact on the goal of preserving Tibetan identity. Despite the turbulent and difficult times the Dalai Lama has lived through, he has sought to maintain a spiritual outlook and learn to deal with life's challenges. Above all else, the Dalai Lama has argued not only for the preservation of Tibetan culture, but also has advocated for a better respect and understanding among different faiths and ethnicities around the world.